Well, it's day 2. We have a lot to get done today. I have a bunch of appointments today too. I'm getting my hair cut. I need to go to the Apple store and get an adapter. And then we're going to try and take the light rail down so I don't have to drive. Let's get up. Let's get into it. So I had the great idea to just wear the same sweatshirt every day, just to make it easier to film. That way, should I forget anything, because I realized that the videos I've made so far kind of didn't flow as well as I wanted them to, because when I'm distracted by actually having to do work and stuff, it makes it hard to plan out, especially because I don't know ahead of time everything that we're doing. So I was like, I'll just wear the same sweatshirt every day for this whole series, for the rest of it. And I just spilled yogurt all over it. I can't even remember the last time I spilled on myself while eating. I mean, like, I am very careful. I never spill. I hate spilling on myself, and that's probably the first time in like 6 months I've spilled on myself while eating. So awesome timing. And so now I had to change. My shirt is covered in fuzz. I don't know if it shows up or not, because my sweatshirt was white and I'm wearing a black shirt, and I don't have a lot of other clean clothes right now, so I just throw on a jacket, and I'm late and things are not going well. But let's get down there to Seattle. Okay, so after many meetings and appointments and errands and things, we made it down here today. We're going to be putting in clothing racks is the big project of the day. I didn't think they were going to be here yet, but luckily we are going to be able to do those, which is good. Getting that done super early, because a lot of the thing that will be really time consuming actually is, once you feel like you're set up, how do you make it feel full? How do you make it feel engaging? How do you get people to buy the stuff you want? So doing all the merchandising, all of that is going to take a lot of work. So we're going to get started on some big projects, get some of that stuff out of the way, and hopefully that goes smoothly. So here we are getting started on building the shelves. So they're just pretty cheap shelves from Home Depot. So they're not exactly ideal, but when you're opening a store like this, you don't really want to spend any extra money. Every dollar that you spend is a dollar that you don't put in your pocket in profit. So we got the nicest looking shelves for the least amount of money that we possibly could. And it took us a while to figure out how to mount them best, because the surface we're working on isn't exactly flat, which you'll see a little bit more of here in a second. But we did eventually get a rhythm down, and this first one took probably about 10 times as long as any of the future ones, especially because each shelf was slightly different in how it works, because they're just made in China, and so they're not super consistent. But eventually we did get them all up, at least all of the ones that we had, and made some progress. Okay, so we've been getting clothing racks up. You can see probably from the clip I showed, like it was taking us a while. We did eventually get a system down, and now we can get them in super fast. But the problem was that the pieces don't really go together right. All of the plates are kind of different, and then we're also not screwing into drywall behind the wallpaper on these, which you may not be able to tell from the quality of the camera, but you can in real life, that it is not a flat wall. There was a lot of bumps and ridges, and it is actually because it looks like this. Yes, this wall slatting is what they covered in wallpaper, which is insane. So it's metal and it's wood, which makes it very difficult to screw into, because you can't screw into the metal. But we did eventually get kind of a system down, and we did get them all installed, and luckily the wood is more dense than I thought it would be, so we don't have to worry about the clothing racks going anywhere, because I wasn't sure how it would hold them, but we just didn't have another option. So luckily it worked. Things are going good, and we actually made a lot more progress today than I thought we would. We're gonna get some of the pedestals out. We're gonna start working on some of the window displays, and hopefully we'll actually be able to make a lot of progress. I think we're even going to go start picking up some furniture tonight. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let them go do that while I film some B-roll, because it's really only a 2-person job, and I don't have a car with me anyways. But from the other store that is providing this furniture, they're going to go pick that up, bring it back. None of the big stuff yet, but we'll at least be able to get some of the smaller stuff. I'm fingers crossed, hoping that the rugs are here, because that will give us a really good idea of space and what we need to do to start filling this place up, because the reality is, like, just this back area that I'm in right now is like a whole storefront. It's really all the space that you need. So hopefully we can fill it up and make it feel nice and feel at home. All right, it's official. We got clothes on racks. Currently only 2 things, but hey, it's something, it's a start. It's actually way earlier than I thought we would have clothing on racks. So I am actually gone for part of the store build out process. So I was really nervous that I wouldn't be able to help or get a lot done, and that some of the major things would be happening after I left, because I am going down to LA. Got to go and try and sell some candles to some people down there. So yeah, it is kind of inconvenient timing, but I had this trip planned for a long time and it just didn't really work to move it around too much. I'm also going to be gone for potentially our opening day. We're going to see when we open. So I'm really glad to see that we got some clothes out. We're making progress. I think we'll actually be able to get most of the big stuff done, at least that I need to help with, before I move down. There may be some things like moving some of the bigger pieces of furniture in, but that is not my responsibility, luckily. As you guys can tell, I am not the most built for moving heavy furniture. So it's kind of nice to be gone for that, actually. It kind of works out okay. I tried also getting started on just figuring out where some different displays can go. We got some different pedestals, we got some furniture coming, and a lot of the challenge when you're first opening a store and you have limited amounts of product is displaying the store so that it feels full enough. Retail is all about psychology. Getting people to actually buy things is a lot more difficult than just putting a bunch of stuff in a store. And so I'm trying to figure out how to arrange everything, get it set up so it looks nice. And the ceiling was mirrored, so I thought it would be cool to do a shot recording through there. Mirrors don't exactly line up, so it maybe looks a little bit goofy, but I thought it'd be just a little more interesting than just, throwing out a normal kind of boring shot that I've been doing for a lot of these. I'm trying to make this as interesting as possible for you guys to watch. It's hard because I don't have a lot of prep time to figure out filming and things, because I am actually actively building out a store during this process and I'm very busy. Yeah, I might need to sell a few more first.
My minimum wage is $1.50 an hour.
And I need to sell a lot more first. And here we are, coming to the close of day 2, opening a store in downtown Seattle. I still have to get home. I have a lot of work of my own to do tonight. I have videos to edit. I started running ads and I have to check and see how they're performing. I haven't really heard my phone buzzing too much today, so probably need to go make some changes to that. I'm starting with a very low budget, maybe almost too small for Facebook to even be getting the data to run the ads effectively. So we're gonna go home and look at all of that tonight too. And then I also need to start getting new products uploaded and everything ready for all of my new fragrance launches. I actually need to schedule the photo shoot for the product photos for that as well, so that those hit the website sometime this month. So let's get started on that. Gotta go take the train home first. Not sure if I'll film. If it's busy, I won't, because I don't like filming in public. There was hardly anyone on the train on the way down here, and I still felt real weird about doing it. I've been thinking about all of the things that I'm doing with content creation, with this build out of the store, and it all seems to be in line of this theme of things I need to do to make the business successful. Yet none of them are directly selling. And really what I want to do is just sell and, look at the number on my Shopify or in my spreadsheets go up and see how many candles I've sold and how much money I made. And instead, I'm spending all my time doing this stuff that does help the business in the long run and is necessary, but I don't see the results right away. Sometimes I don't even see, the store doesn't look that much different than it did You know, it doesn't look full, it doesn't look ready. And I did so much, but it still at the same time almost feels like I haven't accomplished that much. And if there is a emotion or feeling that I'm trying to just keep inside today as I reflect, it is perseverance. That, you know, no one's an overnight success. That you just got to keep working, keep grinding, get up every day and keep one foot in front of the other. And then eventually you find yourself in the success. And people often don't see all of the little things that went into it, but they were necessary. And so I'm going to keep doing necessary things. I will see you guys tomorrow.